Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Pokemon First, the day of the week where we talk about anything. I'm sick of doing this joke, but I'm going to do it again. Talk about Digimon, ha ha ha, it's not really because it's Pokemon Thursday. Series of visuals, hello, welcome back, and welcome back to another Pokemon list, and it's the second time we're doing this list. We did one ages ago. We're going to talk about my 10 favourite Pokemon of all time. Now, this list has probably changed a fair bit from the first time I did it. Some of the positions will definitely still be the same, but there's maybe a few because we've had new Pokemon added. I've had new experiences with Pokemon on teams, which I've seen a bit more on the animes and stuff like that. Stuff's changed, people changed, I've changed. I'm sure I said that in the list video yesterday. We did a list video yesterday for Superhero Wednesday. It was my favourite comic book movies of all time. Comic book movie moments of all time. So yes, visuals, please let me know your favourite Pokemon in the comments below. And let's just fucking jump right into it. Off is one of my favourite burbs and one that I haven't given enough credit to, but yet I've always loved and always used whenever I play the Sinnoh games. That is Staraptor. Staraptor is so fucking cool. It's one of the best regional birds. Design's awesome. Moveset's awesome. Really, really handy to use in a team. And I think a lot of Sinnoh players would maybe, I would say at least 8 out of 10 Sinnoh players, well, people that play the Sinnoh games would have Staraptor in their team. Yeah, I know you need to use Fly. So a lot of people say, well, I need it anyway because I need to use Fly. But I think they would have it just because he is fucking awesome. Staraptor is definitely making my list. New entry, and it's a pseudo-legendary. It's Dragapult from the Galar region. It's Dragapult, the newest pseudo dragon ghost. He is so fucking cool. From finding Dreepy, getting Dracolock, getting Dragapult. So fucking cool. It's based on, I can't remember the exact name of the plane, like the head, how it looks. So cool. He has 2 little Dreepies. There's his little missiles he chucks out. So basically, when you catch Dreepy, you're technically catching 3 Pokemon. You get your Dreepy, Dracolock then has 1, then you get Dragapult, which is 3. So technically you have 3 Pokemon you're sending out at once. Kind of like 4 links. 4 links is like 5, 6, whatever, how many it is Pokemon in a one, kind of technically. Like Execute, whatever. But no, Dragapult is so cool. From the ghost-like way he hovers to his tail eventually thinning out and just going sort of see-through, to have a dragon ghost other than Giratina, I really, really fucking like it. I love the design, I love the look, I love the lore behind it. He's so cool. Next on the list, it's Redone. Now Redone, I don't think I put him in my first list. I can't remember now, but he's making this list regardless anyway, because Redone is not only an OG Pokemon, he is the OG G Pokemon. If memory serves me correct, I believe he was the first Pokemon ever really technically designed. Plus, he is plastered all over the first games. He's the statue on all the gyms and all the big key moments, the Elite Four, blah, blah, blah. He is such a cool Pokemon. Whenever I do Kanto run-throughs and replays and stuff like the Let's Go we recently did, Redone had to be on my team. I fucking love him. And plus, this might sound a bit stupid. When I think of a Pokemon, or what I want a Pokemon to look like, he is the embodiment of what a Pokemon should look like. Now, I know that might not make sense, because what about water types? A water type shouldn't look like that. But I'm just trying to say, like, metaphorically, he is the embodiment of a Pokemon design. He looks like some like Klefki, Piss Off, even like the likes of, I'm not a big fan of Litwick and Chandelure, whatever. I know they're the inanimate objects stuff, but whatever. Vanillite. But Redone, he is a Pokemon, and I much prefer his design to Rhyperior. And quite often in newer games, if I have the chance to get a Rhyperior evolve, I'll still keep it as a Redone. Fucking love Redone. We're going to do my favourite Gala Boy. As soon as he was introduced, fell right in love. It's Centiskorch. I fucking love it. I don't even know why, because I've said a few times, Bug Fire's not really my favourite, or Firebug, not really my favourite. Yeah, we had Volcarona and stuff, but this, for me, whatever, just sort of clicked in my head and I fell instantly in love. Slazopede was really cool. Centiskorch is just so fun. The little flamey bug mustache, technical, whatever that it's supposed to be. He looks really cool. The way he sits up, the way he follows you. If you're playing the Isle of Armor stuff, the way he follows you is just fucking terrifying. I really fucking love this dude, and the second they released him and it's in him, and we currently yet in the English version haven't got a full art version of him in the cards, but I cannot wait till I get a Rainbow Rare or a full art version of him. It's gonna be so badass. Centiskorch on the list. Of course, he's making a definite return. It's Crocodile. Mate, it's the big crocodile, ground dark glasses wearing absolute legend. Popped up an island armor. There was one a little bit far away from us. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go catch it. I mean, I didn't need any. I've got plenty. I've got so many on Pokemon Home that I can just chuck over. But I seen another one. I was like, I'm catching that. That boyo is fucking mine. He is so cool. I just love it. And again, in the kind of same aspect as Redone, he has a very Pokemon look. The whole evolutionary chain from the little Sandile all the way up to him, it is so fucking awesome and badass. And I've been thinking recently of go because obviously I've got tattoos and stuff, of getting like my ultimate team tattooed somewhere on me. So 6 of my Pokemon that I'd want in my ultimate team, which I'd have to think about because I've done a video on my ultimate team before. I'd have to think wisely about this. I kind of want him on there. I really want him on there. He's so cool. The thing about getting my ultimate team tattooed somewhere on my body, I don't want him to be a part of it. We all know my love for grass types, and we all know my love for grass type starters. It's Meganium. Meganium, I think I overlooked on my last list, but Meganium again, when I do Johto, yes, I've done Johto games and I've had each starter, but now once I've done everybody a couple of times, I'm always going for Meganium. He is such a cool, unique, simple design. Just a big green dinosaur with a little flower. Plus, he's a proper happy boy. He's absolutely loving life. He's just very cheerful. He always makes me happy, even when he's trying to look badass in some of the pictures you might see. I just fucking love him. I love the dinosaur aspect, and I love the grass aspect, obviously. It's such a simple thing. Bayleaf's really cool. Chikorita's really cool. And I just love how underrated the grass types are because, well, obviously that come out wrong. I don't love how underrated the grass types are because I know the fire types are all the badass and the what's really cool and stuff. But I just think sometimes the grasses get really overlooked. Yeah, they're not the best competitively to use, or they're not the strongest. But just literally aesthetically, he is so cool. The goodest of boys, the goodest of boys, Arcanine. Who doesn't love Arcanine? I want to, like, this is a quick vote, or quick question. Anybody watching this, I mean, maybe we'll get like 10 views. But any of you watching this that want to leave a comment, or thinking about maybe leaving a comment but don't, no, please, this is the time I'm going to actually beg for a comment. Let me know if you hate Arcanine, because I don't think there's going to be a single Pokemon fan out there that will look at Arcanine and thinks, no, I don't like him. Like, he might not be in your top 20, your top 30, your top 50, but there's definitely, I really do think no one in the world is going to look at Arcanine and say, nah, it's proper shit, the shit design. He's even used quite a lot competitively. His artwork on the TCG cards is really cool. His artwork in general, his design is fucking awesome. Again, like a couple of the other boys, he has the embodiment of a Pokemon. The fact that he was this close to being a legendary says a lot. Quite easy to obtain. The whole line, Growlithe and him, are so cool. Just pure fire. A big fire dog with a big maney thing. I love the guy, and I really do think all of you watching this now do also like him. Maybe not love him, maybe not your favourite, but you do like him. We're going back with the grassy types, and it's Venusaur. Venusaur will forever be, technically not, but technically yes, my first ever starter, and you can never change that. Bulbasaur being my first ever Pokemon that I owned, Bulbasaur will always be in my heart. But I've just gone for Venusaur because it's the version of my Bulbasaur that's gone the whole way with me, so it's technically the same Pokemon anyway. Whatever. There was a question about whether Pokemon stay the same when they evolve. Is it still the same Pokemon? I think it's still up for debate. I'm going to say yes, they are. They just have a slightly different name and more leaves in this case. But Venusaur is my favourite starter of all time. My favourite grass boy. My favourite. I mean, I wanted to stick. I definitely did want to stick Decidueye on here, but a few of them just kind of beat him to it. I love Decidueye. Maybe he'd be like 11th or 12th, sort of that sort of area. But Venusaur being my first starter to go from that little level 5 starter to all the way up to a level 100, taking on the gyms, taking on the leagues, doing the rival fights, been through so many adventures with him. And again, it's the dinosaur-y, frog-looking thing with the plant life. The grass type just does it for me. I'm not too bothered about the poison type, whatever. But the grassiness of it, I don't know why I love grass types, and I don't know why I love grass starters. They just live with me. Venusaur is on the list. Number 3. I love you. Heracross still. I think 1, 2, and 3 have stayed the same since my previous video I did a couple of years ago. But Heracross, from introduction on seeing him first time in the anime, what a fucking lovable, adorable dude. The type matchup I really like. Again, I'm not the biggest bug fan, but yet the bug types I fucking love, and I love the bug fighting. Not the biggest fighting type, but I love the fighting type of this. I absolutely love his Mega Evolution. I love his design. I love the change from male to female, whether it be the horns or the love heart. I love how he interacted with Ash's Pokemon. And he sort of embodied what I feel like is a bit me, sort of a little bit dumb, because he's sort of like, Heracross, and his thingy, greedy, trying to get all that sap out of Bulbasaur, a little bit weirdly, oddly, you know, just talk about that. Sort of happy-go-lucky, loving life, just trying to do the best they can. I sort of see a bit of myself in Heracross, because I'm a fighting bug apparently. But and again, off this original design to the real life creature, awesome. Everything about him is just amazing. Yes, he did come from a generation which is absolutely beloved by everybody, and a generation which is close to me because it was the second generation I got to live through it. It's fucking cool, Heracross. And he's another one. He's another one actually, which I'm going to put down there. If you haven't done for the Arcanine one, come on this one. I think Heracross could be universally at least liked by everybody. Yeah, 100, yeah. I'm going with that. Arcanine and Heracross are some of the few Pokemon that are universally liked, at least. You have to let me know that one. And finally, yes, you've got it, it's Pidgeotto. Now, why Pidgeotto? Why not Pidgey or Pidgeot? Pidgey, I love both of them. I love Pidgeot. I have my golden Pidgeot sat right. Can you see? Yeah, you can just about see him. I absolutely adore Pidgeot. But I love Pidgeot because it always will sit with me how Ash's Pidgeot, because again, I'm a young boy at the time watching anime. He's doing all the league stuff, just finished. He's going around, and then they get to the Pidgey nest. They're all being bullied by the Fairies of Spirits, and it'll always sit with me how his Pidgeotto was just the one that was willing to change and get stronger and do what it needed to do to become that Pidgeot and chase away the evil Spearows and Fearows. That's why I always hate them Pokemon. I cannot stand them because they start with my bird boys. And I always debate with myself whether flying or grass is my favourite type. It always goes back and forward. And Pidgeotto was there for a lot of Ash's key battles and Ash's key moments, putting his wings around him when they're all freezing. Yeah, he had his other Pokemon, but Pidgeot was there. And it being one of his first few Pokemon that he caught, he missed the Pidgey because it got away, but he got the Pidgeotto. He is so underrated in terms of what he's done for Ash and how kind of important he was to his team in the first sort of little run, and how emotionally attached I am to him. He's so cool. I love it. And getting him in the first ever TCG of him as a rare, thinking, Jesus Christ, he's not even fully evolved, but he's a rare. And I was just absolutely awed by him. I love Pidgeotto so fucking much. So viewers, that was my list of my favourite Pokemons of all time, my 10 favourite. We'll do it again in a couple of years, it might have changed. I'm pretty certain the top 3 cannot be budged. Definitely not. I can't lose them. They're my boysies. I love them. But like I said, if I get this tattoo lineup thingy, do I go for the Pidgeotto tattoo, even though he's my favourite Pokemon, or do I do a full-on, fully fledged? I suppose I don't have to have a team of 6. I can have a team of whatever. I can have a Pidgeotto and a Pidgeot if I wanted to. Whatever's my body, I'll do what I want. My girlfriend says it's okay. She lets me play Xbox for like an hour. Joke. That's a joke. I do whatever I want. I'm the man of the house. I can say that because she's not here. Visuals, hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully you can Wabuski Boosty. Thank you for letting me sit there, getting ready to watch the football. Newcastle taking on Man City in the next round of the FA Cup. By the time you're watching this, we've either been knocked out or we're through. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. Remember to always keep being you and let me know what your favourite Pokemon is. That's not my outro. For being you, and thank you for just being you. I've just said that a million times. Visuals, keep being you and keep on. Keep on.